Genevia from Garcia Free.
My name is David. I'm the lesser half of Garcia Free.
You're not the lesser half.
You're right. She is my better half, though.
It's a husband answer.
You know.
I've always loved to sing. I think my mom would say that I could hear a song one time and sing the whole song back to them. Like crazy young, like 3.
I grew up around music. Like, music is one of those things that whether I wanted to do it or not, it was something that's a part of me. I've always been a creative person. Even since a kid, listened to music like in individual pieces versus the whole song.
You know, sung in choirs growing up, at church, and then at Georgia State, where I went to school, was in the choir, and always drawn to singing.
My dad, he was a producer growing up, so I remember being in the studio with him. He's also a musician, so picked up every instrument, and it's just one of those things that just naturally has always been there, kind of in my blood.
It came to where I wanted to pursue music. Everything else was kind of like, I could do it, but I didn't really have a passion for it.
There's not one defining moment that just kind of made me feel like this is what you're supposed to do.
I feel like I could do a lot of things, and I can be good at a lot of things, but while I'm doing other things, I'm always singing. I could be cooking and I'm singing. I could be at work, at my regular job, I'm singing.
Doing music is when I really feel like I'm in my element. You're making impact. You're doing what you're meant to do.
I first started to want to be a background singer. Just didn't feel like I should be in the forefront. But once I dedicated my life to Christ, it really began to show me that anything I do, I'm not in the forefront anyways. Jesus is in the forefront. So it made me more confident to go forward. Started doing it more and more and more, started singing more and more, and then met my husband, and he played, and it just felt right.
It's the only thing that's 100% felt right.
This is a gift. Even my feelings that when I don't want to, it doesn't stop it from coming forward.
Yeah.
So no real when did I start, or it just kind of has evolved into what it is.
All my creativity comes from God in the first place. Naturally, when it comes to writing and the actual creative process of the music, it's always something where, like, I can't just sit down and write. A lot of our best music has come out of places of prayer or out of places of fasting.
The idea just comes from whatever I'm inspired by. I see something that's going on around me. Most of the time it's just God's goodness, because he just amazes me.
My faith, what I believe, my relationship with God, that makes the music what it is.
And it just comes out as my expression in a song.
A lot of our music is straight biblical. A lot of our music is extensions of our experiences and our beliefs. I feel like a lot of people, Christian or not, use their experiences as inspiration for their writing and for their music. And a lot of people write about the going through process, but I don't feel like there's enough of the practical music that tells you, hey, this is how you get through, or this is what's on the other side. I think that's the basis and the foundation of what our music is.
Do you feel like in your pursuit for music, there was somebody who kind of gave you the gas to really go after it?
David, really. He pushed me in a way that no one really, people encourage me and people support me, but his was beyond support. It was like, you have to do this. He just really got invested in it. And that motivated me, because it wasn't just my dream. It became someone else's dream and someone else's investment. That kind of motivation is what really gets me further. His pursuit is always there, and so it pushes my pursuit.
Do you feel like there was, quitting moments? And what was your most impactful moment like that?
It was like my middle school, high school time period. And I wasn't doing music seriously at that point or anything like that. But I was really trying to just run away from those things artistically. When you're going through school and you have to make those big decisions what you're going to do with the rest of your life. Not everybody makes it big to the point where it could be a career. And I've always kind of had the mentality of, I don't want my family to have the type of struggles I had growing up. In that defining point in my life where the decision I'm about to make is the hinge in which the rest of my life is going to, sway, I wanted to get a hold on to something that I felt like meant stability. A career, a job, a company that's going to pay the check where you work your 40 hours a week and you have a white picket fence and a puppy and a couple kids. It wasn't like one of those, man, I just want to give up on this. I don't think I've ever had one of those, but it was definitely one of those things where had I not tried to separate myself from it, I would be farther along, in my opinion, than I am right now. But I think it's cool because like all these things happen for a reason. God always has a ultimate plan, and all the moments of my life line up to this moment.
Rumor has it y'all got some new music coming out.
Yep.
How you feeling about it?
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's some good stuff. It's special. I think you can see the passion that both of us have.
I've never gotten this far. Like, I'm so nervous.
Out of everything I've done and been a part of with my own music or other people's projects, I'm most excited about this. I think it's the best thing that I've made.
Oh God, what if we're the only people that like our music? And then it's like, okay, it really doesn't matter. This is your expression. You're called to this. I feel like I've been a voice for so long. People know I have a voice, but I want people to know what God is putting inside of me to minister and to really show who He is. And I feel like the voice shows the talent, but this music is going to show just the power of God, just how much He can do, just how amazing He is to allow somebody to create in such a way and allow people to create differently. So I'm excited. I really am.
I would see success as our content that we produce affecting people, whether it's one person, whether it's 100 million people. If someone could come to me and say, you know what, you guys made an impact on my life, or I learned something, or I was inspired, that defines what our success is. More so than just putting out records, making hits, having, millions of views or millions of listens on Spotify. It's really the impact that we want to make with our brand, with our ministry.
If you could have one meal for breakfast, one meal for lunch, one meal for dinner for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Ooh, one meal. I love so many things.
Geneva cooks she cooks a lot of things very, very well.
Oh gosh. Ooh. One?
But for each meal. So you get
I get a breakfast?
You get a breakfast meal.
Okay.
You get a lunch meal.
Okay. Okay, so my breakfast meal is going to have to be... Okay, this is the whole meal, okay?
I like breakfast, so I'll probably cook breakfast.
French toast.
Mm-hmm.
Coffee every morning, eggs and grits and turkey sausage. Like I want to eat that breakfast every day and not gain weight. Yeah. Okay, so lunch, a sandwich, any sandwich. Public sandwiches I can eat every lunch. Turkey, boar's head, since we not on the budget. Boar's head, turkey, public sub every day. Dinner,
like real fancy, romantic Chick-fil-A dinner.
Every day, it'll probably be tacos, fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, collard greens.
She be putting both feet in her food. She be here cooking.
Spaghetti and hibachi and sushi, all for dinner. And not gain weight. That's the key. You didn't say that I would gain weight, so I'm just going to take it that I won't. And that's what I want to have every day. They'll be fine.
I don't know. I don't have a go-to. I just everything that she put her hands on is blessed.
What's your most used emoji?
Definitely. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's the one where like they're so excited, but they're not opening their mouth, and it's like their hands are right here, and they're like, and they got like the blush, and it's just like excited. I feel like that's. Even when my real face be like, but my emoji face be like,
Who do you feel like is more competitive?
Neither of us are competitive. We're both so...
David.
I think Geneva is more competitive. I'm very competitive. Geneva is more outwardly competitive than I am. She's like the smack talker, jump up and do a dance. I won, I shot the BB gun. It really don't take all of that.
What's the most fun part about playing live shows?
There comes certain times where we're just locked in. It could be hundreds of people, it could be like 2 people, but like those moments when, to me, it feels like it's just me and her. We're in our zone, you know what I'm saying? And like in those moments, there's nothing better. And I can't really describe
Yeah, I
it.
agree. Like when he said locked in, I got it. Because I feel like every time we're performing or whatever, there's like a startup kind of thing. But there comes a moment when it's like locked in, and afterwards we just know that was real. That was good.
There's a difference between live shows and recording music in studio. What do you feel like the biggest difference is between the two? And then tell me the most fun part about recording studio sessions.
I feel like in the studio, I am sweating bullets. Because I'm thinking like, okay, this got to be right. Live shows, I can be freer. Just don't think. But in the studio, I'm like, oh, God. I can't breathe. The live shows are more the moment. The studio is it. I mean, people can dissect it. It's going to go forever. You got to come with it in the studio.
I can be a little bit of a perfectionist. Like, especially if it's me doing it, I'm my biggest critic. I'll dissect and break myself apart. In the studio, you got to keep doing it until that thing is right. If it's live, what's done is done. You can't sit back on it. If you make a mistake, or if maybe it's not a mistake, maybe it's just not as clean or as pure as you had wanted it to be, you got to just keep pushing. Studio, you got time to bring it back and sit on it until it's right. It's kind of like a double-edged sword. You get the chance to go back and hear what you did. It could be one of those things like, oh, that wasn't it. But when it is it, like, you know that's the one. That's the best thing about being in the studio, knowing that that take was the take.
Do you guys feel like kind of the same thing happens when you're in the studio and you're in live show where you hit that zone, that vein?
In the studio, it comes in waves. Versus live, once it's
there,
locked
we're
in,
there.
it's locked in.
Outside of work, outside of music, what's a Garcia life look like?
It's regular. We do
Lately, we've been playing a lot of Mario Kart.
Doesn't everybody just play a lot of Mario Kart? Like,
On the Wii, like...
the old school Wii from like 2008.
I have been determined to beat this game.
Geneva is more competitive.
It's not going to get the best of me. I am going to win. I'm going to win.
Do you sleep? No? Just play Mario Kart?
Oh, I sleep. That's another big part of my life. I'm going to bed.
Let me tell you, Geneva will go on a Sunday afternoon after church. You know, you get that good Sunday nap. Like, it's the best night. You wake up with lines on your face, don't know what day it is. 2-3 hours. Wake up, finish her day, and go to sleep again. You done slept from 2 to 6, woke up, go back to sleep at 9, and then wake up on Monday. I take a nap. I'm finna be up until tomorrow. So, she sleeps.
What else do? We sleep, we play Mario Kart.
It's pretty low key.
We're in church. We spend a lot of time.
We spend a lot of time
in church, fellowship with
ministry.
People. We hang out with family. My family gets together a lot. The regular stuff, we love to try new restaurants.
I think we spend a lot of time with our friends too. We're cool. They like us. We ain't gonna call no names because when people watch the video, we don't need them to know which friends we talk about.
We have friends.
What do you feel like makes you guys you?
God, humankind in general is very common. You know, like, people are people. People have different situations and things that are going on in their life that's similar to other people, and it's what helps us connect. But at the same time, a lot of those experiences are a bit unique to us specifically in regards to how it affects us, how we react to them. God has shown us and moved and kind of changed a lot of things in us that is for me. You know what I mean? Like, he moves and does things for everybody, but specifically what he did for me is different than what he did for her, what he did for you. I think that's one of the things that makes each of us unique, but at the same time is what's kind of brings us all together.
What did it look like forming a band?
Before we officially formed a band, it was Geneva. David was my musical accompaniment everywhere. And really the force behind Geneva. He was in the writing process, he was in the recording process, he was in the live show process. Everything, he was in the process. It was, really, he was the push. It just came to a point where I was like, we should just be a band. We already do it together. We should officially do it together. Then came trying to form a name. That was a process all in itself. You throw out some ideas and you're like, God, what should our name be? Something resonates when it's right. I wonder if people are like, what does the name mean? We wanted it to be us, but it to represent us as well, like what we stand for and who we are, who God made us to be. When Garcia Free came, it just was perfect. Of course, our last name is Garcia, so that's who we are. The free part is also who we are. Equally as much as we are Garcia in name, we're free in identity because Jesus made us free. That's what we really want to portray, is the freedom. There is a premium on freedom. Everyone doesn't have it, but people are searching for it and seeking it, and we just want to show people how to get it, how to become it.
Next couple months, what does it look like for your fans?
Our goal is to build a brand, build who we are, and share who we are with people, and more importantly, share Christ with people. Let people know what He's been for us and what He can be for them too. We got music coming. We have like some blogs coming, some shows coming up. Traveling a good bit. So it's a pretty busy few months, year really. My top 3 favorite things, besides Jesus, is my wife. Geneva.
She was waiting for it. She was waiting. You should have seen her face. You'll see it on the interview.
Excuse me. So Geneva, the sky, and ice cream. Top 3.
The sky be ice cream?
No, that's in no particular order.
Okay, what's the order?
Ice cream.
Really?
I mean, I've known ice cream longer. I'm loyal. I do like ice cream though, for real.
From where? Okay, go-to spot for ice cream.
It doesn't matter. Ice cream, it has to be a perfect mixture of like firm and creamy. Like you can't get ice cream that's like
Are we gonna
icy.
go on a tangent about ice cream?
I'm sorry, but I'm very passionate about ice cream. I've talked about my wife a lot during this interview, and I feel like ice cream deserves not as much screen time, but it needs
sufficient.
To be mentioned. It needs a little bit. The sky is just beautiful. My wife, beautiful.
What's your descriptive word of ice cream?
Beautiful.
Okay, moving on.
Genre of movie that you guys typically watch together?
Action-y stuff.
Yeah, thriller.
Action and thrillers. Never mind.
I know what you're gonna say.
I watch a lot of movies by myself.
No, you don't.
At least 100% of the movie. There are very few movies that I've watched the entirety of it with Geneva. She just likes her naps.
Oh, I sleep. That's another big part of my life. I'm going to bed.
At any time of day, it really doesn't matter. Morning, afternoon, night. So.
Okay, if the movie's not interesting, then
But these movies,
I'm out.
Some good movies sometimes, and
if it's slow to start, and you got to get me from the beginning because I need to be on my toes. If I'm not, then
from the intro.
Good night. Sometimes I really be working hard to stay up and do that. But he'd be like, wake up.
And she'd be like, I'm not asleep.
Who do you feel like has more fashion sense out of the two of them?
He's come a long way.
I bagged you though.
Who do you feel like is funnier out of the two?
Definitely me. I'm funny for everyone. Any type of funny I am. Okay.
This is what happens. She swear up and down in public that I'm not funny. Behind closed doors, she over here can't breathe.
That was just one time when I couldn't breathe.
No.
Every other time I could breathe, okay?
But
you
she be over here cracking up all the
consistently
time.
can't breathe when I am just myself. I mean, I don't even have to think about it.
What she thinks is funny is hurtful.
That's the best kind, boy.
That is not Christ-like.
Woo!
My type of comedy, everybody can join in. Our type of comedy is at least one person not laughing.
I'm a great person.
Next question.
Who's the better driver?
Next question.
Who cleans more?
Okay, hold on. It depends.
More was the question.
If you break up the house, like the whole house is 100%, I would say it's about 50-50. I clean more often.
Who's messier?
Go ahead and put the thumb
Go
up.
ahead, do it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm less organized than him.
Yeah.
He's a little particular,
Hmm.
I'm not at all.
Kittens or puppies?
Puppies.
I'm sorry for people who like cats. I don't do, but I can't. I don't. I mean, they. I think they're out to get me.
She's bad. She really. I like cats. I'm a dog person over a cat person. I like cats. I've had cats. I think cats are cool.
They just crawl like this on you, like.
What? No.
Yes, they do.
Well, they do kind of rub.
Why can't they just walk? Why they gotta walk on you? Like I don't like that.
I like cats. We'll never have one though. We done lost some followers. If you don't follow us already, at We Are Garcia Free, follow us because it's gonna be a busy year. We're gonna be doing a lot of things.